Episode 4, Season 5 of Only Murders in the Building, titled Dirty Talk. It's 37 minutes long, and we are introduced to the billionaires. Sebastian Steed, Camilla White, and Jay Flute, respectively played by Christoph Waltz, Renee Zellweger, and Logan Lerman. We then see the aspect of how, after the episode 3, we see that, Oliver, Charles, and Mabel are stuck down in the Velvet Room. They have to get out. They cause a distraction. All that they did, there's no way that the three billionaires could not have seen them. Then they kind of teased their season 5 of the podcast. We see that, everything is like, all right, we'll get a little backstory here and there, how each one of the billionaires made their money and became known as prominent status. But then the question is, why are they there at the Arconia? Well, they kind of get a feeler out, and Jay Flukes invites himself and kind of says, I'll be there for dinner at 7 o'clock. He comes in, and then Camilla White comes in, and then Sebastian Steed, or Bash as he goes by, comes in. They all talk among one another, and then they're paired off and put off into different ways of kind of getting down to the aspect of how did Jay lose his finger. We see Charles and Sebastian speaking, Jay and Mabel speaking, and then Camilla and Oliver. The aspect of how this episode paired off each character with one another was really, really good and very, very well done. Camilla White's just into the decor of things and says Oliver's apartment is just different than what she's used to. We see Sebastian have this aspect of harkening back to the war times, hasn't been able to cook in a long time, and then Jay Fluke has kind of a back history in the story. We also then see in a scene before everything that is happening, we see Vince Fish, played by Richard Kind, come in, and him and Oliver put a murder board together, an aspect, and there was a fun scene where everyone is kind of linked to a bird, and then Vince and Charles just start making bird noises. It was really, really funny and hilarious. Mabel opens up to Jay in a way where I was like, I don't know where I am. My friend was Thea. There's a scene with Thea in this, with Howard, and then an AI robot named Lester. That's a whole different scene and aspect to it. And Mabel says to Jay, oh, I want this podcast with Wondify, here and there, this and that. Then they all ask the three billionaires separately, what is the story? How did Jay lose his finger? But then it's are they saying different things, different stories, what's going on and what's happening? And then we see that, yeah, it's true. Get a text message and email from, Wondify saying, we want to sign you for a podcast deal. They go in. All this is happening without even reading the contracts. They just sign it. And it's wait a minute, hold on, pump the brakes. Don't do that. As you're watching, read it first. Don't just sign it. Well, that's what the mistake they made. Mabel notices that the phalange, or the finger, is pointing in a different direction. Jay lost a finger on his right hand, while the suspect, or whoever it is that died, lost the left index finger. And it's whoa. And they're put into this contract for 3 years with the podcast. And there are 3 new backers to it. And it's the billionaires. So they had their way with it. They got conned in. And it's the show makes fun of itself with it being the 5th season of the podcast. While this is the 5th season of the show. But then them writing a contract for another 3 seasons or 3 years. It's will this show go to 8 seasons total? I mean, how much can you draw out of it? That's what I got out of it, but, they put little things in it here and there, which is really, really interesting to see. We have the aspect of what is going to happen now. This is a 10-episode season, and it is going by really, really fast. And what will the aspect be of who did it, why, and what is the whole thing about, why was Lester killed? Why was, the way that Gangster killed? And it's okay, what is really going on? What is really happening with Nikki and everything? It's so many things are happening right now. It's only the 4th episode. But, I mean, you could think that the show gets repetitive season after season. But no, somehow they make it fresh. They make it new. They make it different. They make it original. And it's really, really good. Not only that, the aspect of the comedy is there as well. The emotional scenes, the drama scenes, and then they throw a little comedy in there, some dark humor, dry humor for that matter, and it really, really works. I absolutely love this show. If you're a fan of true crime podcasts, Steve Martin Short, Selena Gomez, then this is a show for you. Just very curious to see if these three billionaires are who they say they are, or just putting up a little, facade, or what is the actual thing, and are they the real villains, and who is the real villain of it all? Or is it Sophia, Nikki's wife, played by Téa Leoni? Just have to wait and see to find out. And I'm curious to see if we're going to get another season. I know it's too early to talk about that, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about episode 4, season 5 of Only Murders in the Building. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think about the aspect of the episode, the story? Who do you think is playing their billionaire role really, really well? Is it Christoph Waltz, Renee Zellweger, or Logan Lerman? Do you think they're the villains? Do you think something else is going on? There's more of an underlining case. And what is the big, big reveal? And how do you think everything is connected? And do you want to see more seasons of Only Murders in the Building? Let me know in the comment section about all the questions I just asked. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my Season 5, Episode 5 review of Only Murders in the Building.